We're doing project assignment number 6, analyze history. And so to complete this assignment, we'll be going to our account in the music stock market and accessing our recorded history. So we have a link in our instructions to the account history page, but I'm also just going to access it here the long way from the musicstockmarket.com homepage. And so because I'm already logged in, I'm going to go to the My Account page. And to get there, I'm going to click on the yellow button towards the top of the header that says My Account. If you are not logged into your account, then when you do log in, you're just automatically taken to the My Account page. And so from our list of tools here and the icons, we're going to click on the icon that says History. And this will open up our history page, which has a record of every transaction that gets performed in the system. So we'll start here with the sections about our current information. And the first question is, what is the current portfolio balance? And so what this number is that we're being asked for is it's the value of all the stocks that we already own. These are our investments. And keep in mind that the price is always moving up and down as the value of our individual stocks are changing. The My Account page will, in fact, the system shows us the change each day that's happening with the value of the stocks in our portfolio. And so actually on this day, our portfolio is unchanged because we only own one stock and there was no change in the price. And so the value of our portfolio at this moment, the value of all of our stocks is going to be 108 points. So after we enter that amount, next we're asked for our current available points. And what these are the points that we have available for us to invest in new stocks. The portfolio value that we just got in the previous question, these were the stocks we already own. And so we can't use these points to buy more stocks because they're already tied up in investments. So unless we sell them, and in which case if we sell them, they'll then become available points to us again. So think of the available points as like our bank account that we use to spend with. So in this case, our available points are 25 points, and we can actually find this number in two spots. Usually it will always appear in the header section towards the top of every page. As long as we're logged in, we will see these available points on every page that we go to. And we can also find it here on our My Account page. And so we enter that number, and thus we have to figure out our total points. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add the portfolio value points that we have already invested. We're going to add that to these available points, and we're going to get a total value of 133 points. And so the system shows us this number, but you can do the math as well. 108 plus 25. You can check it, and you'll see that it adds up correctly. Alright, so now we're ready to evaluate our individual transactions. And so as we mentioned, the system will record all of our history. So the next question, how many points did we use to buy stocks? And so as we look at our list here of our history, we have two transactions of purchases. And so if we just use the data and we add them up, we'll see that we spent a total of 113 points buying stocks. Next, we'll analyze how many points were actually provided back to us by selling our stocks. And so in this case, we have only one transaction that resulted in 9 points for us. The following question asks us how much we earn from logins, and it's got a light bulb icon. And so what happens in the music stock market is that we earn 5 points each time we log into our account for a maximum of 25 points per day. And so this is going to be a way for us to accumulate more points that we can then use to invest in more stocks. If you think about it in real life, you have to show up to a job somewhere to earn pay if you want to use that money to buy stocks. So it's the same kind of idea. The system is paying us to show up here. And so in our example, we count 6 of these light bulb login transactions. And so at 5 points each, we have a total of 30 points that we've earned from logins. From time to time, our investments in the music stock market will pay us dividends or interest. However, in our case at this time, we haven't earned either. So for this question, we're going to enter 0 points. And so now finally, we will look at an analysis of trivia. And so if you have not already done so, you can visit the trivia page, which you can find in the navigation bar. It will be the third tab to the right, and it's labeled Answer Trivia. And so we'll click on it, and it'll open up the trivia page. And it's on this trivia page that we can choose and select different categories of questions to try and answer. All the questions are multiple choice. So let's do an example here. I'm going to select the math category. And then within this math category, we'll do basic math. And so then we'll see our question. Our first question will pop up here. What is 1 plus 2? Brain buster. And so for the sake of illustrating a point here, I'm going to answer it incorrectly. And so what you'll see, which is very important, is that when we answer a question incorrectly, we'll actually lose a point from our balance. And so you need to understand that the trivia section is going to be another method that we can use to earn additional points. But that we have to be careful, because if we answer incorrectly, we're going to get penalized. And so if you think about it, if we respond with more wrong answers than correct answers, we can actually end up losing more points than we gain and shrink our balance. Another thing I want you to notice on the trivia page here before we continue with the assignment is that you'll notice that there's this box below the box that contains our trivia multiple choice question. And what these are is these are progress bars for each category. And this will let us know where we're at, what we have answered, and what percentage or what is available for us to still answer in that category. So at this point, if we return to our history page, we'll notice that the 2 transactions that we just did relating to the math trivia are now listed. And so we add up our correct trivia points earned, which we will see is 2 points. So we'll enter that. And then we look at our incorrect trivia deductions, which in this case is 3 points. And so it doesn't look good because 2 correct and 3 correct. We end up having a net result of -1 points from trivia transactions. So what this means is I'm going to have to study harder and try to improve my ratio of correct answers when I'm doing trivia. And so by now, as we know, we're going to click on the Save button, and when the gray box appears, we know that our work has been successfully saved.